Hi everybody, it's April. I'm going to do a video today doing a little bit of a mixture of some hauls that I have gotten in the mail or purchased at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I wanted to share with you a card I made today, and I'll have a video up on this next. So what it is I wanted to experiment with making my own metallic watercolors or pearlescence watercolors. Everybody with the new Simon Says stamp kit is showing heat embossing with the gold, that floral stamp that comes in the kit, heat embossing on black cardstock, and then using a variety of pearlescent watercolors and metallic watercolors. I know Amy R. just got some watercolor sets that she's been talking about that are pearlescence or they have like a metallic sheen. So I did an experiment DIY with gelatos and perfect pearls. So I'll have a video coming up on this next so you can see how that turned out. Here's the card that I made. But just doing a little bit of a, a DIY on that take of those pearlescent watercolors. So anyhow, so that was that I wanted to share with you, just so you know that that video is coming next. And I ran out to Hobby Lobby looking for some clear gesso. A friend of mine had made this most beautiful card and sent it to me. Hi Victoria. And this is just this texture on this paper, if you guys could feel it, is absolutely amazing. And she told me that she used a clear gesso over the pattern paper, the wooden, but if you could feel it, it literally has like a rough texture. It feels like those really thin sheets of like laminate plywood you could get or something really cheap, like I don't know what's the word for it or what they're called, but it's almost like a fake wood panel. But it just feels amazing. And then she obviously did a heat embossing technique and then painted over this. So because she put the gesso down, that allowed her to go in and paint. So I went looking for clear gesso, and I didn't realize it was that expensive. So I'll have to go back tomorrow. Joann's is going to start having a big, huge sale tomorrow with some great coupons. So I saved the clear gesso trip for tomorrow. But while I was at Michael's today, and I was in that area looking at gessos and all of that, I don't know if any of you have ever seen, I want to say it was like at a CHA, not this past one, but the year before. Maybe it was a different type of convention where it was more just artist. But they had this company, I want to say Pebeo, but they do these inks, and they have a moon, a prism, a vitral, and ceramic. And guys, it's insane what these inks can do. It's absolutely gorgeous, stunning, almost like alcohol inks. I don't know how well you can see the image of this sample picture, but in her dress you can see all these little like bubbles. So when you mix the moon paint and the prism, let's open it up and check this out. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you have a basic ceramic, which is going to be more of like a flat, regular color. Then you have the vitral, or what I would consider a translucent ink. Then what this one does, these are the prisms. It's called Fantasy Prisms, and they're going to give you that like bubbly texture, and they really like almost they do this like thing where they fan out like an alcohol ink would. And then the moon, Fantasy Moon paints, oh, that's serious pearlescence. It's insane. When you mix all these, you get some serious mixed media effects and looks. And obviously these artists are just insane that do these sample ones. But I'll see if I can find a video and link it down below. You guys have got to check out this type of painting with these paints. It's just insane. Now, working with that ink that came in the kit is what piqued my interest getting back into mixed media, the silk ink. And I did look while I was at the store. That's what got me actually in this section for anything like the Hero Arts ink, this one. And they don't have anything that comes with this bottle, but I don't know about this. Feel like they have, it's actually an acrylic ink. It's an acrylic watered down ink is what these are. They're called silk inks. and they're actually acrylic. So that's why we can manipulate them with water. But you see on my bottle here, all that pearlescence just sticks to the bottom. It's really hard for me to get mine to mix really well and stay mixed into the liquid. But anyhow, I was looking at the ones by Liquitex at Michael's, and they're gorgeous. So the ones they had didn't have pearlescence, but you could, whatever. So these I'll do a video on experimenting and show you, but I'm also going to try to find a video and link it below in case you're curious and want to check it out. Absolutely fantastic. So while I picked this up, they had this on clearance for $8.99. These sets normally go for $35. I couldn't believe I saw it on sale for $8.99. It's a crystal resin, which I've done a lot of resin work in the past, so I'm very comfortable working with resin. And it says you can mix in the vitriol paints. This one is a clear translucent paint, very thin. You can mix it in with the resin to color your resin. So I thought, since I had this discovery set, like just a sample set, I might as well play around and do a little. I have tons of molds. I have all that from doing resin work. So I thought I would try this out. I also have tons of resin, but I thought I would get the same, you know, it's a really nice big set for $8.99, and it goes with the same brand and it'll work together. So I thought I would try that out. So I'm probably going to experiment, play around, and do a little video on it for anyone who's interested in mixed media type stuff. So anyhow, that's that. And I'm sorry if you hear my husband walking upstairs. It just, you know, it happens. He's making something to eat. So then I walked by and found that the Molly and Rex line was 40% off, which, you know, I could have used a coupon when it's not on sale, but for whatever reason today, it just was like, okay, I had been eyeing this paper pad for a while, and it's really pretty. I just like, there's a foil one. Let me see if I can open it. And I've been eyeing these. There's another one that has some bicycles and hot air balloons in one of the papers that's in the pad, and I've been wanting to get it because when that Hero Arts kit came out, that came with, I think it was the Rainy Days one, and it had that frame. I really wanted to do one of the hot air balloon papers as like the background in, you know, behind the frame with that die that came in the Hero Arts kit. So anyway, but in the end, I looked at the difference of how many papers would I actually use in the pack versus, you know, this one, and this one won. So it has the foil flowers. You get 2 of each pattern. This one, now see, even this one could be used behind the window frame. Just got some nice flowers, and it looks like raindrops. And the stripe, I know I'll use that. And this was really pretty. Sorry, I didn't cut the other side open. Again, you get 2 of each. Love the floral, I mean the leaves and the little script in the background. There's a lot of dimension in this one. Or layers, should I say. A polka dot, just anything you could use for that. This really pretty floral, and again the script in the background. The polka dots, really pretty peach color. And this one, super, super pretty. I didn't realize it has. Now I'm going to have to cut the other side. Let me see if I can get it to come up. I hate doing this. I'm always afraid I'm going to cut my papers. Anyhow, yep, it has flowers on the bottom. That's so pretty. But I love that starburst. So you get 2 of those. This is really beautiful with the butterfly. And it has some glitter detail. And then the foil again. So, and that has some cut-ups. So little sentiment cut-ups. But anyway, this one won because the other pack I would have only really used like 2 of the patterns. So on sale, 40% off of this, so I think it brought it down to like $3.50 for this paper pad. And then this washi tape roll set, so cute. I gotta show you. I know I'm gonna make a mess and regret taking it out of here. Let me see. Maybe I don't have to. the very bottom one says, love you to the moon and back, which is my saying with my kids, my girls. And then it's got just a mixture of, you know, chevron stripes, floral, floral, another stripe, floral, some dot detail, and then the top one says, bloom where you are. What? I'm guessing it cut off planted. Yeah, bloom where you are planted. I love that one. So anyway, I thought about, you know, a lot of us buy all these washi tapes and we don't really use them. I know all the ones I've bought, this is the first pack I've ever bought that's actually got prints or something that aren't just solid or gold striping. This one actually has like a saying on it. And I thought about what we could do, because we get so many washi tapes and we don't really utilize them, or at least I haven't, is take the washi tape and actually mat it on, you know, just actually cut out, instead of like matting a sentiment, you know, use this, put your washi tape on there, and just mat it on some cardstock so you can actually see what it says. Now I would use like a pink or a purple and mat this one, but you know what I'm saying? Like just pull out enough that it has the saying, cut it, mat it, you know, and then use that as your sentiment on your card. You could use up a lot of your washis that way. Anyway, that was what I was thinking I would do with these. And even the ones that aren't, if it doesn't show up on my card, I'm just going to mat it separately on a piece of paper that it will show up, and then, you know, use it on my card. So, excuse me. Anyhow, and then I went over in the back of the store. They had all these like baskets full of 50-cent items, and I found, which I really never find anything back there in clearance, but oh, this one wasn't. It was back there, but she told me it wasn't on clearance. It's just the Studio, whatever their brand is, rhinestones, and they're just beautiful peach color for $1. So I got that, but I got it thinking that it was 50 cents, and it matched these little things I'm about to show you. And these come in the colors peach, lavender, and mint. And they're just adhesive laser cut words, so they're already they're basically like stickers, you know, sentiment stickers. And I just thought that would be so cool for people who don't have like word dies. You know, maybe you could run and pick some of these up. And I got 3. They're 50 cents. And I really like that one with the love. It looks like a little movie ticket. It's just punched out. But again, for people who don't have any word dies, I know it took me a long time to get to the point where I could purchase, you know, a lot of dies or any of those kind of specialty dies and things like that. It took me a long, long time. And even when I was, you know, I never really ordered anything online, but even just starting out, I would get so upset, you know, watching videos on YouTube and thinking, oh, well, I can't order from Simon Says Stamp, or I can't order online, I can't order from MFT. You know, I was just in that situation where financially I couldn't do those things. I could maybe go over to Joann's and Michael's because I could use coupons and get something every once in a while, but, you know, the things that, you know, make sentiments and word die sentiments, I couldn't afford that kind of stuff. So I just thought this was a really cool option for somebody who maybe is just starting out in card making and they want to just do some really nice, pretty sentiments. So you could even stack them if you want that stacked look, because they're adhesive and they're just really pretty colors. I thought that'd be good for, you know, summer and just happy, nice cards, you know, really soft and pretty. So we have the yellow, the little mint color, the purple, the lavender, and the peach. So I got 3, so I could kind of combine if I want to do happy birthday. So it tells you on the top here what they say. This one says celebrate, party, and birthday. This one says happy, remember, and hello. And this one says life, dream, and love. So I thought what we could do is, if you could find, you know, a variety. They have a couple other ones, but these are the 3 I settled on. Excuse me. So I thought you could do the happy birthday, you know. You could put happy life. You could put remember life. You could put hello love. This one is celebrate. You could put, you know, celebrate life, celebrate love. This one you could do the remember the party if you wanted to do an invite. So just a lot of different ways. Happy party. You could do happy life, happy dream, life dream, whatever. Just all different kinds of ways you could mix it up for $1.50, and there's tons of them that come in here. Look how many come in there. I don't know if you can tell, but there's quite a bit, So anyway, I'll play around and see how well they stick. Even if they don't, you could just add some adhesive yourself. And then the last thing I got was a little pom-pom. It was 50 cents. I'm such a goofball, but we have 3 sets of car keys, and I'm so tired of, someone taking my set, because my set has, a picture of Ethan. It has a couple other things on there. And then, so I thought, for sure, if I get a big fuzzy pom-pom, no one's going to take my car key. Pom-pom! Here you go. You can rub it, too. I'm such a goof. Little pom-pom. Anyway, so I picked that up, and that was it at Michael's. Now, I got all this stuff, including these really amazing, inks, a paper pad, the big washi tape set. I got all the little goodies here. I got all of this stuff for 30 bucks, so I thought that was really good. Oh, so I used my 40% off coupon on this, because this was the only thing that was the most expensive, really, but it wasn't on sale either. These were all clearance, or, yeah, these 3, all the rest was clearance items. These were 40% off, so this was the only thing regular price, really. So on top of that, all of this, I had a 25% off, which right now, they just mailed me another one I got in the mail for 25% off total purchase sales in regular priced items. So maybe check online and see if you can find that coupon, but it just started for today. So I think it's good until June 3rd. Okay, so you have a 25% off coupon, and that's Michael's. So let me clear that out of the way, and I'm going to show you what I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Now, again, mind you, I just did a video on this about the pearlescent watercolor comparison and DIY. So after doing that, and after seeing all the videos coming out of using that new floral stamp coming in the Simon Says Stamp Kit, I did go ahead and find at Hobby Lobby the Gansai Tambi, I don't know how you say that, the Kuretake set, the starry colors in the golds. And these are a water-based pigment, so it's basically a pearlized pigment watercolor. I don't know if it's pearlized or metallic. But let's see, it says, yeah, pearl tinted. So these are just pearlized watercolors. And so I thought I would go ahead and grab this. I think the most recent card that Nicole did with that Simon Says Stamp Kit for this month, she used this set. So I picked this one up just to do a little comparison and with the DIY stuff that I did. But I have a feeling that this one is going to be much better, doing uncolored cardstock anyway. So I picked that up, and then I needed some, while I was doing that card this morning, I realized that I needed some more just really thin, fine detail brushes. So I picked this up. Sorry about that glare. And these have the tiniest little tips on them, and I love the round brushes. Those are my favorite, so I got that. And this was only $3.99 for all those brushes at Hobby Lobby. And then, because I'll be doing a lot more watercoloring and playing around with the painting coming up here shortly, I went ahead and picked up this basin. I think Lindsay from the Frugal Crafter uses something like this. I always see a bucket type thing when she's painting, or she used to anyway. But so I picked this up. It was $7.99, and I could have waited and gone back and used 40% off, tomorrow on this one, which is what I probably should have done. I used my 40% off on this one. It was $21.99. But I'm just like, I don't want to make another trip back. Just, I really should have, and that's probably what, if you can get to Hobby Lobby every day, you should do, is utilize your 40% coupon options. But, or I could have driven to another store. I just didn't feel like doing that. So anyway, $7.99 is still not bad. It comes with an actual palette that you pull out, and then it's a water basin. So it has the holes to store your brushes in. It's not a very big size. I can set it over here on my desk while I'm painting, put my brushes here. It has a well for your clean water, and it has a well for your dirty water. So perfect. So pick those things up at Hobby Lobby, and this one was a little bit more expensive because I could only use the one coupon, but total cost of everything was $26. So still not too bad, and especially considering that, you know, this set just for the paints itself is $22. So I think that's okay, paying $26 for everything. So got that, and then I wanted to mention the other day when I was at Hobby Lobby, I picked up, this is the stamp set that I used for that card I just showed you, and it's an Artsy card. I used a 40% off coupon on this. I think regular price it was either $9.99 or $14.99 because it's a stamp and die combo. It might have been $14.99, but I used the 40% off coupon, and I just thought it was so cute. It has these little, you know, this would be really good for somebody who loves doing gel pen coloring, but just love this look of these little critters, or this style anyway. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that glare, but so it has a little butterfly, really pretty fox, an owl, and some floral images, a little leaf. And it has the matching dies, which I showed you on the card. They do cut out pretty nice. So anyway, so that was it as far as the box stores. And then my husband, for Mother's Day, purchased the Sandy Alnuck's Copic Coloring Jumpstart class. He actually purchased that class for me when it was back on sale. She had them on sale. So he got me the class, and I've been doing the pre-startup classes, and then it gives you a list of supplies, gives you a list of Copic markers that she will be using in the courses, and she gives you plenty of alternative choices. If you don't have the markers she lists in the supply list, she gives you a bunch of alternative markers that you can use as a substitute. So I went through all my markers, and again, I'm only just starting to get Copic, so this was my Mother's Day gift, and I only needed 12 markers, which is still a lot, you know, because they can be pretty expensive. But shopping around, I also contacted Sandy and asked her if she had any affiliate links that would maybe be, you know, to help her out, and then also there'd be better pricing. And it was dickblick.com. And so I went through her link and ordered the markers that I needed. So I got these in, and I'll show you here. I only needed 12, but my husband allowed me to spend a certain amount, let's put it that way. So I got all of these, and so the colors that I chose off that weren't on the list were these browns, because I watched somebody recently do, I have a lot of brown markers, but believe it or not, there's certain shades that I've seen people do in their critter coloring, and there was, I think it was, that one's not it, where is it? This one. So it's a E, wait a minute, 37, 35. Okay, so E35, E37, then E55, and E57. So you're going to get like, I think one of them's more of like a cocoa and chocolate kind of look. And then I forgot what these look like, but really, really pretty, almost like, I don't know, champagne. I don't even know how to describe it, but I take a lot of notes when I watch Christy Gets Crafty, her coloring. And in fact, speaking of her, the reason I got these two markers was because of her favorite red combo. And these were the two I was missing out of the red combos that she does a lot. So I got the R24 and the R39. So then a lot of the colors, let's see here, the blues were, a lot of blues I didn't have, surprisingly. It's my favorite color, but as far as Sandy's list of things she'll be doing, and so got a lot of different blue colors, and that'll be nice. I thought there was like the BG0, triple zeros, and quadruple zeros. Those aren't on her list, but I thought I had ordered one because I just don't have any that are in the like 000 to quadruple zero categories that people use for, you know what I'm talking about? Like when people are shading ice or something on their cards, they have like it has 4 zeros. I might like to get one of those in the future. And then I just went ahead and picked up a neutral gray. I have like the cool grays and the warm grays, but I don't have any neutrals. I'd like to try a toner. Next time I can afford to get some, I'll get a toner gray. I just want to see if there's a difference. I know Sandy's mentioned she doesn't think that the neutrals and the toners are really necessary, but for my own purposes, my own purposes, I wanted to try it. I knew there was another one. So E53 Raw Silk. That's it. 53, 55, and I think it was 57. I forgot who she was. I was watching coloring. It wasn't Christy. It was someone else. And this was the prettiest set of browns ever I've seen on a critter. So it was E53, 55, and 57. And camel. So I guess it's more of like a camel color. But anyway, moving on. So I got the purples. I think these were on the list, yeah. And then another pink. I had a lot of pinks, so I only really needed one. And this is the RV04. And then only greens and yellows. I didn't have this shade. It was on the list. The YG95. More like an olive. Yeah, pale olive. So anyhow, so that was my Mother's Day present. And again, I just want, I know Copics are a really expensive option, and people can't afford these, but I'm very grateful and thankful that my husband allowed me that for Mother's Day. So that was my Mother's Day gift. And also, when I ordered them, and again, going through her, it brought the price down to $5 or so. So I know Simon Says Stamp, and a lot of places carry them for like $7.99 a marker or $7 a marker, but I found them in the $5 range. I think they were $5.24. So anyway, so that was it. And so look forward. I'm going to be taking her class and hopefully getting better as an artist. So we'll look forward to that in the future. And again, I thank you so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget about the Michaels coupon, the 25% off. That's just starting, and it goes through until June 3rd. And then Joann's is starting some coupons for tomorrow for their shop, their store. And so there's going to be some sales coming up, and coupons, the really good coupons. So if you wanted to get out and get to the store for anything, now would be the time. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.